When you talk to people who work in the metaverse, one comparison often comes up. It's like the Wild West. Real estate speculation is rife in the metaverse, a burgeoning collection of immersive virtual online environments where users can live and play. Investors are placing their bets on Web3, a decentralized version that its proponents claim would wrest control of the web from major tech companies and return power, privacy, and security to users. Web3 is seen as a key component of a potential paradigm shift in how we use the internet. Between January and May 2022, businesses, VCs, and private equity firms made $120 billion in investments in the metaverse, more than doubling the $57 billion made in 2021. However, the value of the real estate has been unstable. Winston Robson, CEO and co-founder of metaverse analytics business Meta, claims that land prices have decreased by 50 to 80% this year across the four major metaverse platforms: the Sandbox, Decentraland, CryptoVoxels, and Somnium Space. The fall is being attributed to issues with both the cryptocurrency market and the real-world economy. However, if you look beyond the figures, you'll find those entire professions, from architects and designers to developers and real estate salespeople, are changing. Their endeavors aren't only limited to the metaverse, they're already having an effect on reality. Building for the future. When Giorgio Bileca, CEO of Voxel Architects, was given some land in crypto voxels to play with, he was pursuing a career in automotive design after studying architecture and design. He utilized it to create a dealership at the outset of the pandemic to sell NFTs or non-fungible tokens of digital automotives created by his friend. After 2 years, Bileca now employs 25 people full-time in the metaverse. With its headquarters in Portugal, Voxel Architects has created more than 100 metaverse projects such as venues for Fashion Week, an NFT manufacturing facility for American artists from Tom Sachs, and an authentic Elvis Presley experience in the Sandbox and Decentraland. According to Bileca, the initial stages of designing a building for the metaverse are very similar to those used in the actual world. An architect or designer meets with a client and creates a computer or paper sketches of ideas. Once a design has been decided upon, it is 3D sculpted using conventional design tools with adhering to the design specifications of the metaverse it will inhabit. Different metaverses use different building blocks and have different textures and color ranges. Coding then starts. The build is nothing more than an empty carcass. The functionality, such as the ability to access doors, interact with the artwork, construct unique user interfaces, gaming quests, and many other interactive features, is added on top of that shell. It is then deployed into a metaverse once finished. The studio charges an hourly rate for its work, with some projects costing hundreds of thousands of dollars. According to Bileca, who would not name the customer, the most expensive project costing close to $500,000 was for planning, developing, and deploying a development in the Sandbox. Some people purchase real estate for leisure purposes, while others attempt to make money from their land. Others rent their land to businesses looking to connect with consumers in the metaverse, while some construct retail establishments or experiences that require tickets. By 2030, the commercial impact of e-commerce in the metaverse might be up to $2.6 trillion. By renting out its land to companies and creating campaigns for them, Land Vault asserts to be the largest land developer in the metaverse. Simply avoid calling it advertising. Actually, the word is nowhere to be found in Web3. They weren't making something to advertise. Brand experiences make up this difference. An illustration would be playing a game in a MasterCard branded arena in the metaverse. Online advertising as we currently know it, which is obtrusive, compromises user data, and so on, and has no place in Web3. Like in the real world, location has a significant influence on rental costs. Being nearby to a desirable object, a celebrity's home for example, or being in close proximity to a popular game or busy area might be crucial. However, some argue that good design also has value. Janine Yorio, the CEO of Every Realm, is one advocate. Previously known as Republic Realm, The Metaverse development business has earned $66 million in funding to date and is supported by stars like The Weeknd, Will Smith, and Paris Hilton. Its high-end projects have made the news. Every Realm paid $4.3 million, approximately 3 square miles, in November 2021 for 792 parcels of the sandbox, which is still a record price. The $650,000 super yacht, the Meta Flower, featuring DJ booth, helicopter, and hot tub for the discerning customer, was sold around the same time. The Row, a future neighborhood of 30 residences for invite-only residents, is the business' most recent endeavor. Artists including Misha Khan, Alexis Christodoulou, and Daniel Arsham were invited by every realm to submit designs. Alien shapes that are unconstrained by the rules of physics are present alongside neoclassical structures and enormous cantilevers, fulfilling the promise of digital architecture. They basically gave the artists carte blanche. The importance and exclusivity of architecture make it a sort of benchmark that people look to. As an illustration of how these assets might increase in value, Yorio mentions Every Realm's Fantasy Island initiative, in which 100 private islands in the sandbox were sold out in a single day in August 2021. The CEO stated that after being purchased about $15,000 each, they currently trade for about $100,000 instead of the $250,000 they cost at the height of cryptocurrency and NFT market boom in late 2021. The architectural plans for the Row will be sold to property buyers as an NFT, which may be developed and distributed on many platforms. They desire to uphold the decentralized spirit, but the sale model also acknowledges the risk of investing in the metaverse. Knowing which metaverse will be the most well-liked in a year or 5 years is really tough. Elite New York real estate agents Oren and Tal Alexander have been hired by Every Realm to handle sales of the projects, which takes its name from Billionaires Row in Manhattan. In preparation for private sales beginning in September, the Alexander brothers are now interviewing potential customers. They want to ensure that art is acquired by the appropriate collectors and not by those who want to buy it, sell it, and fuel the NFT hyper-speculation cycle. Yorio rejected the notion. The Row served as a prime illustration of the metaverse's move towards social inequality. Owning one of the first important pieces of three-dimensional, livable art in a new medium is at stake. She considers that to be a very different topic because they are creating a country club that will only accept 30 members. The search for stability. Whether or not users choose to do more than just play in the metaverse could also affect its long-term value. Pallavi Dean, the CEO of design studio Roar in Dubai, has already taken this action by leasing office space in the Central Land. Dean spent about $60,000 on 4 plots in January 2022 because he wanted to show clients Roar's work. Having client meetings at Roar's virtual office, she has already shifted part of her business operations into the metaverse. She intends to provide a training course from her metaverse meeting space in an upcoming couple of months. Roar is constructing an NFT gallery, a storefront, and floating pods that could function as hotels in an effort to make money in the metaverse. Dean acknowledges that she has yet to complete her first rental and her first NFT sale, but she's optimistic about her future expansion. Long-term forecasting is dangerous because of the metaverse's short lifespan and quick acceleration, especially now that the real estate market is going through a transitional period. It's difficult to predict if the real estate inside metaverses will be secure. Less than anyone else, they are heavily involved. Many people on the outside might be cautiously optimistic about its long-term prospects. It seems sensible that some professionals in this developing sector continue to be optimistic. Real estate in the metaverse might turn out to be a sound investment in the future. This is not a bubble that reduces the metaverse to a marriage of two trends, gaming and the blockchain, neither of which could be referred to as fads. That are not even trends in themselves. There is some buzz due to the price of land tripling in the previous 6 months. It is unmistakably motivated by supposition. But this is just a minor error, which has been fixed. Could investing in Metaverse real estate ever be as safe as doing so in the real world? Alternatively, might this be the Web3 version of the dot-com bubble? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to Metaverse for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video. Bye!